An ingredient you probably have in your kitchen right now can completely transform how you feel over the next 30 days. Men are reporting morning erections they haven't experienced in years, energy that lasts all day, and something their partners notice with surprise. I am Dr. Natália Castro, and I'm going to explain this clearly to you. But first, I need to reveal the mistake that's killing your testosterone every morning without you even realizing it, because it doesn't help to add good foods if you're still consuming the ones that destroy your hormones from the very first moment of the day. 3 common foods in a typical Brazilian breakfast are silently murdering your testosterone: French bread, pain francais, sweetened cereals, and boxed juices. They seem normal. Millions consume them daily. They are normal, but normal doesn't mean good, especially if you're over 50 and want to maintain male vitality. When you eat bread, cereals, or drink industrialized juice, your blood sugar spikes violently. Within minutes, your pancreas detects the surge and releases a flood of insulin to try to control the chaos. And here's the problem. High insulin is a deadly enemy of testosterone. When insulin rises, testosterone plummets. This isn't just theory, it's a biological law confirmed by decades of research. Studies have shown that chronically elevated insulin can reduce testosterone by up to 25%. A quarter of your masculinity lost just from breakfast. The damage doesn't stop there. These foods trigger systemic inflammation, promote abdominal fat, which acts like a factory converting testosterone into estrogen, and create a trap of hunger and fatigue. 2 hours later, your blood sugar crashes. You feel exhausted, irritable, and hungry, leading you to crave more carbohydrates. It's a metabolic prison. Every time you eat bread, cereal, or juice thinking it's healthy, you're shutting down testosterone production for hours, fueling inflammation, accumulating visceral fat, and programming fatigue for the day. Now that you know what to avoid, I'll show you what to eat and why eggs are the perfect foundation for rebuilding testosterone. Eggs were unfairly demonized for decades, but they are extraordinary for male hormonal health. They contain high-quality cholesterol, and yes, cholesterol is essential. Your body uses cholesterol as the raw material to manufacture testosterone. Without it, hormonal production is impossible. Eggs provide complete protein with all the amino acids needed to maintain muscle mass. Muscle and testosterone support each other. More muscle means more testosterone, and more testosterone means more muscle. Eggs also contain vitamin D in the yolks, which acts like a hormone, regulating thousands of processes, including testosterone production. They provide healthy fats that signal to the body that resources are abundant and it's safe to produce hormones. But here's the secret that changes everything. Eggs alone aren't enough. When you combine them with one specific ingredient, something magical happens, exponentially multiplying their hormonal power. That ingredient is extra virgin olive oil. It has to be extra virgin, cold pressed, and the highest quality possible. Extra virgin olive oil contains monounsaturated fats that have been extensively studied. Research shows that a diet rich in extra virgin olive oil is associated with significantly higher testosterone levels in men, not marginal improvements, but substantial differences you feel in your body. Energy, desire, and vitality. Olive oil contains oleuropein, a powerful antioxidant that protects testosterone-producing cells from oxidative damage. Think of your testicles as a factory producing testosterone 24/7. Over time, especially after 50, this factory suffers damage from free radicals, oxidative stress, and inflammation. Oleuropein acts as a protective shield, keeping the factory running optimally for much longer. The monounsaturated fats in olive oil help the body maintain stable, healthy hormonal balance. They are exactly the type the endocrine system needs to function properly, produce hormones efficiently, and keep cell membranes flexible and receptive. When you combine eggs with extra virgin olive oil, you create perfect hormonal synergy. Eggs provide the cholesterol, proteins, and vitamins as building blocks. Olive oil supplies monounsaturated fats that signal it's safe to produce testosterone abundantly, while also protecting newly produced testosterone from degradation. It's like having the best fuel and the best oil for a high-performance engine at the same time. Together, they create an ideal hormonal environment where the body naturally raises and maintains healthy testosterone levels without medications, injections, or expensive supplements. You're working with biology, not against it, giving your body what it's been asking for all this time. Which symptom worries you the most right now? Write 1 if it's lack of energy during the day, 2 if it's loss of erection firmness, 3 if it's decreased sexual desire. Your answer helps me create better content for you and our community. Now that you know the key ingredients, I'll show you exactly how to prepare them for maximum hormonal benefit. It's not just about eating them, it's about eating them the right way, in the right amounts with preparation that maximizes their impact on testosterone. This simple protocol can start tomorrow. No special equipment or advanced cooking skills required. Every morning, eat 2 to 3 whole eggs. Whole means complete with both yolk and white together. I know you've been told that only the whites are healthy and to discard the yolks, but that's a terrible mistake for testosterone. The yolk is where the necessary cholesterol, vitamin D, beneficial fats, and fat-soluble nutrients are concentrated. Throwing away the yolk means throwing away what your body needs to produce male hormones. Cook them however you prefer: scrambled, fried, boiled, or as an omelet. The method doesn't matter. The critical part is this: cook them using a generous tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Do not use butter, refined vegetable oil, or non-stick spray. Heat the pan over medium heat. Add the olive oil. Let it warm slightly without smoking. Cook the eggs in that golden, aromatic oil. Here's the part that makes all the difference. Once they're done and on your plate while still hot, drizzle another generous tablespoon of raw extra virgin olive oil directly on top. Why twice? Cooking with olive oil helps absorb the fat-soluble vitamins from the eggs. Vitamins D, A, E, and K. These vitamins need fat for efficient absorption. However, heating olive oil partially degrades delicate compounds like all-European. It doesn't destroy them completely over medium heat, but it reduces their potency. That's why the raw drizzle provides a full, intact dose of bioactive compounds that directly support hormonal health. That's 2 tablespoons total, about 30 ml of extra virgin olive oil per breakfast. It may seem like a lot if you're not used to it, but these monounsaturated fats are exactly what your body needs to produce testosterone. Don't fear healthy fats, your body is craving them. Additional tips to maximize results: add high-quality sea salt and freshly ground black pepper. Salt provides essential minerals for thousands of enzymatic reactions, including hormone production. Pepper contains piperine, scientifically proven to significantly increase nutrient absorption, helping your body make the most of every bite. If possible, optional but highly recommended, add fresh vegetables: spinach, bell peppers, onions, mushrooms, or tomatoes. Vegetables provide antioxidants that protect testosterone-producing cells from daily damage, and fiber that helps eliminate excess estrogen through the digestive system. Less estrogen means more room for testosterone. With just 5 minutes a day, you're investing in male vitality that lasts all day. It's not complicated. It doesn't require exotic ingredients. You don't need to be a chef, you just need commitment, consistency, and the will to take care of yourself seriously. But there's something even more powerful. It has to do not only with what you eat, but when you eat it. Timing, the exact moment of the day you consume these foods, can be just as important as the foods themselves. Your body doesn't produce testosterone evenly over 24 hours. It follows a specific natural rhythm called the circadian rhythm, the biological clock that regulates nearly all hormonal functions. Understanding this rhythm is key to intelligently maximizing testosterone production. Most testosterone is produced during sleep, especially deep, restorative sleep. The body works intensely during those hours, repairing tissues, consolidating memories, and manufacturing essential hormones. Testosterone production peaks between 6 and 8 a.m. when you wake up or shortly after. This is the golden window when hormonal levels are naturally at their daily high. From that morning peak, testosterone gradually declines throughout the day, reaching its lowest point at night before sleep when the cycle restarts. When you eat this breakfast between 6 and 9 a.m., you provide your body with exactly the building blocks it needs: cholesterol, healthy fats, complete proteins. At the precise time, it's most receptive and ready to use them for hormone production. It's like watering a plant when it needs water most, or charging a battery when it's empty. Timing is everything. Research in endocrinology and chronobiology has shown that men who eat a breakfast rich in protein and healthy fats early in the morning maintain higher testosterone levels throughout the day compared to those who eat late, consume refined carbohydrates, or skip breakfast entirely. When you skip breakfast or eat late after 10 a.m., you disrupt this delicate rhythm. Your body produced testosterone overnight, reached its morning peak, and now expects resources to maintain that high level and continue production during the day. But if you don't provide cholesterol, fats, and proteins, the body degrades the testosterone it produced without materials to replace it. It's like building a house at night and not maintaining it during the day. Eventually, without repair materials, the house deteriorates and collapses quickly. The same happens with testosterone when you don't fuel your body correctly at the right time. Eat this breakfast as your first meal, ideally within the first hour after waking and definitely before 9 a.m. You'll be working with your biology, not against it, leveraging the natural testosterone peak your body already produces, and giving it exactly what it needs to keep levels elevated much longer. This isn't just about eating well in general, it's about eating intelligently, according to your body's own biological clock and the ancestral rhythms that have governed male physiology for millions of years of evolution. Please write your city or state in the comments so I can greet you personally. This channel grows thanks to men like you from all over Brazil who are seeking reliable information on male health. Your participation means a lot and helps me better understand our community so I can create even more relevant and useful content. I know some of you are thinking, but doctor, what about cholesterol? Aren't eggs dangerous for the heart? I've heard my whole life that I should limit eggs because they raise cholesterol and cause heart attacks. Let me clear up this persistent and harmful myth once and for all. This is probably the lie that has most damaged men's health in recent decades. The idea that eating eggs will dangerously raise blood cholesterol and severely harm the heart. Let me be absolutely clear. Multiple rigorous studies from recent decades published in the world's most prestigious medical journals have conclusively shown that for the vast majority of people, dietary cholesterol, the cholesterol you eat, does not significantly raise blood cholesterol. Your liver is incredibly smart. It produces most of your cholesterol naturally. When you eat more cholesterol from food, the liver simply reduces its own production to compensate. It's an extraordinarily sophisticated self-regulation system evolved over millions of years to maintain perfect balance. In fact, and many doctors now openly acknowledge this, eggs can actually improve your cholesterol profile by increasing HDL, the good cholesterol that protects arteries and the heart from cardiovascular disease. Eggs are not the enemy you've been led to believe for so long. And here's the crucial point. Low testosterone is a much greater risk factor for heart disease than eating eggs could ever be. Epidemiological studies are clear and compelling. Men with low testosterone have significantly higher rates of heart attacks, strokes, heart failure, and overall cardiovascular mortality, compared to men who maintain healthy testosterone levels. Testosterone protects the heart in multiple complementary ways. It keeps blood vessels flexible and healthy, reduces arterial inflammation, improves lipid profiles, helps control weight, and dramatically improves insulin sensitivity. When testosterone is chronically low, you lose all these natural cardiovascular protections at once. So, by supporting testosterone with this simple eggs and olive oil breakfast, you're not risking your heart, you're actively protecting it. You're reducing real cardiovascular risk, not increasing it as the outdated myth would have you believe. It's exactly the opposite of what popular belief claims. Let me tell you about Marcelo, a 63-year-old patient who came to my office with a mix of shame, frustration, and hopelessness in his eyes. He said, "Doctor, I wake up tired before the day even starts. I have no energy for anything, not even the things I used to love. I've completely lost interest in intimacy with my wife. She thinks I don't desire her anymore, that I don't find her attractive. But that's not it. I simply don't feel anything anymore, as if that part of me has shut off completely." Marcelo admitted he'd tried several expensive supplements advertised online. Exotic herbs promising miracles, all kinds of magic pills. Nothing worked even minimally. He felt completely defeated, as if his masculinity was slipping through his fingers and he couldn't hold on. I explained exactly what I'm explaining to you now. The importance of eggs, high-quality olive oil, and correct morning timing. I gave him the exact protocol you've just learned: 2 to 3 eggs cooked in extra virgin olive oil with more raw oil drizzled on top every day without fail between 7 and 8 a.m. But I also asked for other important lifestyle changes because testosterone doesn't exist in isolation. It's connected to everything else in the body. I asked him to seriously improve sleep quality. Go to bed at the same time every night, sleep in a dark, cool room. I asked him to walk 30 minutes every day. Nothing strenuous, just steady, moderate-paced walking. And I asked him to drastically reduce sugar and refined carbohydrates from his entire diet. Marcelo truly committed. It wasn't easy at first, he told me later, but he stayed consistent because he was desperate to get his life back. After several months of following the protocol consistently, no skip days, no exceptions, Marcelo returned to my office completely transformed, both physically and mentally. He was literally a different man. With tears in his eyes, he said, "Doctor, I don't know how to explain it properly, but I feel like myself again for the first time in years. I have real, genuine, consistent energy, not that false, jittery energy from caffeine that crashes later, but stable energy that lasts all day without dropping. Morning erections have come back strong, something I hadn't experienced in years. My wife and I have regained the intimacy we lost, our emotional connection, and it's been amazing for both of us. I feel alive again. I feel like a real man again." His blood tests showed remarkable improvement in measured hormone levels. But more important than any number on paper, he genuinely felt good. He looked good in the mirror. His life had tangibly changed for the better. I'm not saying everyone will get exactly the same results as Marcelo. Every body is different, every situation unique, and each man has his own starting point. But I've seen this transformation happen repeatedly in men who seriously commit to these simple yet powerful changes. I have seen men regain lost energy, sexual desire, male confidence, and the feeling of truly being themselves again. And it all starts with something as simple as changing what you eat for breakfast every morning. Here's a complete summary of everything you need to know and do starting tomorrow. Completely avoid the silent testosterone killers at breakfast. French bread, industrialized sweetened cereals, and processed boxed juices. These foods cause violent insulin spikes, and high insulin mercilessly destroys testosterone. Eliminate them entirely from your morning routine. Instead, eat 2 to 3 whole eggs. Not just the whites, but complete eggs with the golden yolks full of essential cholesterol and nutrients. Cook them in a generous tablespoon of high-quality extra virgin olive oil. Once plated and still hot, drizzle another tablespoon of raw olive oil on top. Add sea salt, freshly ground black pepper, and, if possible, some fresh vegetables you enjoy. Do this every morning without fail between 6 and 9 a.m., during that golden window when testosterone is naturally at its peak and needs the right resources to stay elevated all day. This simple habit, performed consistently for 30 consecutive days, can radically transform how you feel day to day, how you see yourself in the mirror, and how you experience your own life. Now, before I say goodbye, I want to ask you something important that requires total honesty with yourself. Are you truly ready to commit to this change for the next full 30 days? I'm not talking about trying it for a few days and then forgetting when it gets hard. I'm talking about real, serious, consistent commitment to yourself. Write yes in the comments if you're going to start tomorrow morning. Because when you commit publicly here, in front of others, you're much more likely to follow through to the end. Do it now. Write yes and become part of this growing community of men who refuse to accept decline as inevitable and irreversible. Always remember this with absolute clarity. Your health is not determined by the age on your ID. It's not set in stone. It's not an inevitable destiny you must accept passively without fighting. Your health is determined by the conscious decisions you make every day, by the foods you choose to put on your plate, the habits you cultivate over time, and the respect you show yourself. And sometimes the most powerful, transformative decision you can make is also the simplest to carry out daily. Changing what you eat for breakfast every single day. If this information makes sense to you, if you believe content like this helps men regain their health without tricks or empty promises, subscribe to the channel. Because here we talk about what almost no one explains with clarity and honesty. Your health is in your hands. Take care of yourself seriously, and we'll see each other again very soon.